And we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Was I seeing things? I mean, I'm a bit tired, but was Godzilla just levitating? I don't think I'd ever seen that before from flipping Godzilla levitate. Imagine imagine the new Godzilla in Hollywood. Imagine the 2014 Godzilla levitating. That'd be a sight, wouldn't it? Imagine something massive like the so that was I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anyway, that movie, Hedorah, Godzilla vs Hedorah. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how it was pronounced in the movie anyway, in the dubbed version. Yeah, Hedorah is a hideous monster. That I meant that on purpose because it starts with an H. Anyway, I'm being weird. That movie was okay. It was okay. It was basically Godzilla and humans against extreme pollution because that monster was made out of pollution and stuff. It was pretty. It was different. I appreciate them trying different things. Obviously, we had alien invasions, we had mind-controlled monsters, and now we had pollution monsters. It's pretty cool to see all these different things. Anyway, next is Godzilla versus Gigan or Gigan. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm gonna watch that next. Now that was much better. That was much better. That was one of the best ones I've seen so far. Godzilla versus Gigan. That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that. We had some tag team action going on. We had 4 monsters: Godzilla, Gigan, Anguirus, and King Ghidorah. So that is a great combination there. And yeah, the battle at the end was Godzilla and Anguirus teaming up to fight Gigan and King Ghidorah. So that was awesome. That was an awesome, like, that whole battle was like really awesome. The whole final battle. It was quite long, but it was really awesome. I liked what they did with this movie. Basically, there's some evil guys at Godzilla Tower. There's a Godzilla Tower now. The evil guys in there who want to take over the world, and they eventually gain control. They have a plan to they have a plan to take over the world by using King Ghidorah and Gigan, 2 alien monsters. And yeah, Gigan is cool, by the way. Gigan is pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of Godzilla type videos recently on YouTube, and there's actually a rumor that Legendary will make more Godzilla sequels after 2020. And apparently, if they do that, apparently Gigan is rumored to be the next monster after Kong. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. It's just a rumor. But yeah, there were 2 monsters actually that were rumored. Gigan was one of them. I can't remember the other one. But yeah, if that's true, that'd be nice because I want to see what a modern version of Gigan would look like. That would be crazy. But yeah, Gigan is pretty cool. The design is pretty crazy. How he's got that little blade things on his chest going down his body. That is just that is madness. And he drew blood. Gigan made Godzilla bleed. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty crazy to see Godzilla getting destroyed at times. And well, Gigan made him bleed, which no monster has done before, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it was awesome to see like Anguirus take on. I mean, I don't think Anguirus would do that well, but he held his own, and yeah, both of them. Well, yeah, Ghidorah and Gigan came in, caused terror first. Then Godzilla and Anguirus got there and they started fighting. It was awesome tag team action, and yeah, Godzilla had lost for a second. Godzilla and Anguirus had actually lost. Gigan and King Ghidorah, they battered them really badly. Like, they really like wrecked them and destroyed them. And then Gigan threw him into Godzilla Tower. Godzilla Tower was wrecked at this point. It blew up, and Godzilla was thrown into Godzilla Tower, and it charged him up, and he was at full power again, and it just destroyed Gigan. It was hilarious. And yeah, by the way, when he was fighting Gigan, like one-on-one, Ghidorah just stood there, and Anguirus was like still down for a bit. Ghidorah was like, I'm just standing here, you know, whatever. Was there a reason for that? I'm gonna look back on that in a second and like see if I missed something, but I'm pretty sure he's just standing there while Gigan was getting destroyed. But anyway, yeah, that was a pretty crazy thing, because he was battered and beaten. He had his head bashed in. but one little thing, and he's charged up fully again, and he just batters Gigan. It's destruction. Then he batters King Ghidorah as well. Anguirus first of all gets up, takes on Ghidorah, then Godzilla does. And yeah, then they both escape eventually. But Godzilla and Anguirus, they win the fights, then Ghidorah and Gigan fly off, meaning they're still alive, obviously. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Godzilla was about to kill King Ghidorah as well. He was just about to kill him. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. I love the battles in this especially. But yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Next we have got Godzilla versus Megalon. So let's do this. I gotta say, Godzilla went crazy in the 70s. He levitated in the air and he slid on his tail. I was getting excited over the new trailer where he like started running, and I'm like, Godzilla running, like what is this? This is crazy. It's crazy. And then I see these movies and he's levitating and he's sliding on his tail to kick people, kick monsters. That's pretty funny. But yeah, this is a good movie. I enjoyed the monster battles the most, obviously, like I do every single one. But yeah, the monster battles are good. The main battle at the end, 2v2, that was awesome. Yeah, at the start there were nuclear underground tests, and it caused lots of explosions, including on the Monster Island, where Godzilla... There's Rodan and Anguirus out there at the start for a cameo, just a few seconds of cameos, which is pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see Rodan again. I was kind of hoping he'd be there more, but he wasn't. He was just there for like a second or so. And yeah, anyway, there's an underwater island where people live. They found a way to breathe under there. I guess sounds like Aquaman a little bit. I'm pretty sure they don't think they're humans. They refer to everyone above as humans, and they're different because they're below the sea or whatever. But they have had enough basically, and they release Megalon, who is a monster that is underneath. And I got to tell you, Megalon is I'm saying it right? Is it Yeah, it's Megalon. It is Megalon. It's a pretty badass looking monster. It's pretty big. Obviously, I mean they're all big, but this one, it looked really bulky, if you know what I mean. And it looked pretty cool. It looked pretty cool, I gotta say. It looks pretty cool. Not as cool as Gigan, but still, it looks pretty cool. Speaking of Gigan, he was in this as well. I was like, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this because basically there's a robot called Jet Jaguar. A person creates it basically, and it follows orders, and it flies, and it does things, and an organization finds out about it, and this organization is linked to the underwater people. So yeah, they find a way to kidnap the inventor and another guy and a kid as well, and they steal the robot and take control of the robot. They control the robot to lure Megalon to Tokyo to cause destruction. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But then the inventor, he breaks out. He eventually gets to the robot, and he's got a little device, and he just presses a button to Jet Jaguar, and he overrides everything, takes his orders again, and he tells him to just go and get Godzilla for help. So yeah, that's what Jet Jaguar does. He gets Godzilla for help. So that's pretty good. But the underwater people hear about this, and they contact the alien race that have Gigan. That's how Gigan comes in, because Godzilla's come into it. So now they got Gigan in. And yeah, and then comes the crazier part. Flipping, obviously Godzilla can't fly, so he's gonna have to walk there. But while that's happening, flipping Jet Jaguar, he increases in size. Like first of all, he develops a mind of his own, because apparently he's programmed to potentially get a mind of his own, and he gets a mind of his own, and he just goes massive. I don't know how it happens, but I guess it's a power the robot has to get bigger, and it's just and it grows huge. And yeah, he takes on Megalon, and then what's his name? Gigan comes in. It's a 2-on-1. He starts getting destroyed. Then Godzilla comes in and saves him. And then yeah, then there's this whole big battle, 2 versus 2, and it's an awesome battle. It's an awesome battle. It was pretty cool, and the ending was pretty crazy with the tail sliding on his tail. That was near the end. The funny thing is, I've seen that scene in a GIF on Twitter. You search Godzilla on Twitter GIFs, and that will turn up. That's one of the things that is there. So yeah, I've seen that, but in the movie it's even funnier. It's a bit ridiculous, but to be honest, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I like how they're doing all these comedic stuff as well. And yeah, it's been fun. This marathon so far has been really fun. It's been really fun. This first period has been like so long. It's like the first 15 movies are all from one period. The next period is like 7, then it's 6, then it's 4, I think. So yeah, it calms down after that. I think the next episodes I'll do period by period, like yeah, for the Toho series. Then I'll do probably all the American ones. Then that'll be the marathon, really. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest, that's for sure, because the rest are a lot newer. Apart from the American ones, there's some old American ones to watch, but the rest are newer and newer. That means better special effects. And Megalon special effects, he looked cool. The design looked really good, especially for the 70s. They've definitely improved in designs as well. So that's good as well. So I say they've improved. This has already happened, but yeah, I'm sure as the years progress, it'll get better and better. It already has got better as well. And I just like all these new monsters that I never knew about before. It's pretty cool to watch them in these movies. So yeah, I just wonder, like, how cool would these monsters be with like modern day CGI that movie studios get nowadays? Like the CGI that Warner Brothers and Marvel get. These monsters would look so much cooler. And to be fair, with Godzilla, they've made him look crazy, like crazy big. But yeah, I'm liking it. Anyway, I'm talking like it's the end. It's not the end. There's 2 more. There's Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla and Terror of Mechagodzilla. So yeah, I've heard of Mechagodzilla. I have an idea of what it is because I know Mecha King Kong, but yeah, that should be interesting. So it's Saturday now, a few days late. There's probably not going to be any other monster movie watching. I've been recommended non-Godzilla movies to watch. Probably not this week, just because, well, it's Saturday as I'm recording this one, and The Punisher just came out. The Punisher just literally just came out. So on Friday, I think Friday morning, and I want to watch that. I want to watch the whole series. So yeah, the extra months movies I'll probably leave to like later on. But anyway, yeah, I just watched Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. It was what I thought it would be. Mechagodzilla is made by aliens, not by humans. It's made by ape-like aliens. Like one of them gets shot and it turns into like half ape, and it's really weird. They have human faces, but I think if you like shoot them. But anyway, they're aliens, which is obvious. It's not obvious, but they're aliens. They create their own mechanical Godzilla. At first, it looks exactly the same, like at first, and it looks like Godzilla's going on a rampage. But obviously, when you hear Godzilla's roar, it's very different. It's Mechagodzilla, obviously. It's different roar, and I don't know about like Mechagodzilla when he looked like normal Godzilla. He fought Anguirus. I wonder if Anguirus thought that was the real Godzilla or not. I have no idea. But the point is, Mechagodzilla battered Anguirus like pretty badly and did something to his face as well. So that was pretty brutal. I don't know if Anguirus knows that was the fake Godzilla. I have no idea. But that was a pretty good fight. Then eventually Godzilla turns up, the real one turns up, and people realize like, okay, that's not a real Godzilla. And obviously, like these aliens that control, they give orders to Mechagodzilla, and there are humans who try to stop him. Obviously, they force a human to actually make the monster for them, but a group of humans they try to stop him, and well, I think, well, they don't really stop him, do they? It's mainly like it's the monsters that eventually stop Mechagodzilla. But yeah, there's another monster called King Caesar, King Caesar, whatever the pronunciation is. I heard like 2 different ones, I think, in this movie. But it's a monster who's asleep and he wakes up through some singing. A bit like Mothra, a bit similarities to Mothra when he just sing to her to get her to come. Yeah, King Caesar woke up and, well, Mechagodzilla, first of all, he beat Godzilla. They thought he died, but no, I don't think he died. But Godzilla was defeated by Mechagodzilla. Then on Monster Island, King Caesar had been woken up to fight Mechagodzilla, and King Caesar he's quite fast. He's quite rapid. Like he's straight into the action, and he holds his own for a few minutes, but then he starts getting destroyed. But then, as Mechagodzilla is about to fire something, Godzilla turns back up, returns, and yeah, then you have a 2-on-1. Godzilla first of all takes him on, and then King Zazar joins in, and eventually they both beat him and they both destroy him, and the aliens get destroyed as well. And yeah, the human who they forced to make Mechagodzilla, he's one of the people trying to stop him as well, because obviously he regrets it. But yeah, there we go. It was awesome. It was awesome. There were some cool fights in there. But yeah, the next one is called Terror of Mechagodzilla. So I assume it gets made again by the same aliens or different people. I don't know. I forgot to mention, by the way, the powers of Mechagodzilla was crazy. Like he did a lot of things. He fired a lot of things, used a lot of cool weapons, and he made Godzilla bleed pretty badly. I just thought I'd mention that because I'm just watching like opening credits of it and opening credits of the other movie, and they're showing highlights basically of the previous movie. So yeah, I forgot. It reminded me, like, I forgot to mention like all the cool weapons he had. But yeah, Mechagodzilla was cool, and I assume there's another one coming in this movie, which I'm watching right now. It just started, so yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, so I just watched it. It was pretty cool. That's the last movie, by the way, of this marathon, of today's episode of this marathon, this week's episode, I should say. They introduced a new monster called Titanosaurus, and I gotta say, he's cool. I like the look of him. I like the orange back as well. I like the mohawk. It's a pretty cool looking monster. I kind of liked it. I really liked it. And then there were people aliens were creating a new Mechagodzilla. They were finding the old pieces. At first, I think, at first there were people looking in a submarine for the missing pieces, and then Titanosaurus attacked them, which is pretty cool. That's when he appears first of all. But yeah, Titanosaurus starts causing destruction, obviously, and not obviously. I should just he starts causing destruction, and he's pretty fast and he's pretty good. I like the monster, and also the aliens create a new Mechagodzilla. I guess Mechagodzilla 2 in a way, and basically Mechagodzilla and Titanosaurus, they team up together to cause destruction, and they cause a lot of destruction. Eventually, Godzilla comes in, takes them both on. They show footage from, I think it's Destroyer Monsters, the one with all the monsters, not all of them, but the one with like 10 monsters in it. They showed footage of that little snake dragon thing, and King Hedorah, and I think Rodan, the destroying cities. It was just footage from an old movie. They basically showed it as an example of the destruction that the destruction that Mecha and Titanosaurus could cause using those examples. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, they reference it basically by showing the scenes, which is pretty cool. It was nice to see those scenes again. But yeah, they cause a lot of destruction, Mecha and Titanosaurus. Godzilla takes them on, but I kind of had a feeling like surely they're too powerful for him. Like he needs some sort of help. And I went on Google, I went on Wikipedia, to like see like who's in it, and it's just those three. There's the others as well. There's what's their names again? Hold on a second. Let me just scroll up a bit. Yeah, King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Manda. That's that snake dragon thing. Yeah, it said they were in the movie, but that was just the flashback footage. So yeah, I was like, okay, it's one versus two powerful monsters. One of them controlled by aliens, obviously, and this metal was made of metal. It used to look like Godzilla, but then it turned into metal in the previous movie. So yeah, it was pretty powerful. Titanosaurus is powerful as well. And Godzilla he took him on. He did quite well, but then he got buried, like literally got buried into the ground by both of them, which is pretty crazy. But then, in a helicopter, some humans came in to distract Titanosaurus, and they did pretty well. I don't know what it is that they shot at him, but it worked really well. Like, what they did worked really well, and it gave Godzilla enough time to get out of the ground and start fighting him. And I think the humans kept on fighting Titanosaurus. I'm pretty sure they found a device, a way to keep him at bay. And while they were doing that, Godzilla took on Mechagodzilla, and he won again. Yeah, he pulled his head off. Then there was another head in there. He was still being controlled. But Mechagodzilla is pretty crazy. Like he has some cool gadgets, But nothing beats the original, I guess, because Godzilla did eventually beat Mechagodzilla, which was cool. I really enjoyed that. And then after that, Godzilla battered Titanosaurus, just battered it. It destroyed. Is Godzilla a he or a she? Does it really matter? I don't know. But Godzilla just tore apart Mechagodzilla. And then that Tyrannosaurus, he just battered him. Then I think he escaped, the Tyrannosaurus. I don't think he's dead, but he got destroyed pretty badly. So yeah, that was a nice ending. I'm pretty sure it's the ending to the Showa Period. I think I watched all 15. There were 15 Showa Period movies, which was pretty crazy. Most of the movie, like that is the longest period in terms of like the amount of movies. So that is pretty crazy. Next week is the Heisei. I think it's the Heisei period. I think I've heard the word Heisei somewhere. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, that's the first movie of that was 9 years after Terror of Mechagodzilla. So yeah, should be interesting. There's 7 movies in it. I'll probably cover all 7 of them in the next episode. I might do it period by period, so that'd be good. One of the movies is called Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2. So I guess there's another Mechagodzilla. There's another Mechagodzilla that turns up. So there we go. I'm pretty sure it's like a different storyline though, I think. Or maybe it's connected. I have no idea. I'll watch it in the upcoming days, I guess. So yeah, this was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.